What if I told you that everything you've been taught about attraction, chasing, overthinking, bending over backward, has been sabotaging you this whole time? That instead of making them want you, it's been pushing them further away? Brace yourself, because today, we're flipping the script. No more chasing, no more begging, no more overthinking. By mastering these 8 silent actions, you'll make them value you so much, they won't know what hit them. Scene 1. The lie we've been sold, 030. You've been told to try harder, put yourself out there, send that extra text, right? Wrong. All that effort is like pouring water into a bucket with a hole at the bottom. It drains you and leaves you feeling worthless. Here's the truth. The most magnetic people don't chase. They radiate confidence silently, effortlessly. And so can you. Scene 2. The first silent action. Flip the power dynamic, 1 o'clock. Stop chasing. Stop texting first. Stop trying to control their attention. Why? Because when you chase, you scream, I'm always available. But when you step back, you send a powerful message, I'm worth it. If you don't see it, someone else will. That subtle shift in energy changes everything. Now, they're the ones wondering about you. Imagine this scenario. You've been texting someone consistently, but they're barely responding. Your first instinct is to text more, right? Stop. Pull back. By stepping away, you're creating space for them to realize your absence. Scarcity creates value. When you're no longer readily available, they'll begin to wonder, why aren't they chasing me anymore? That curiosity alone shifts the dynamic in your favor. Scene 3. Silent confidence is louder than words, 2 o'clock. Imagine this. You walk into a room. You're not the loudest. You're not the flashiest. But everyone notices you. How? Through silent confidence. Your posture, your eye contact, even the pauses in your speech. These things scream, I know my worth. It's not about arrogance. It's about carrying yourself with quiet power. And trust me, they'll feel it. Think about your body language. Do you fidget? Do you avoid eye contact? These subtle actions send messages of insecurity. Instead, practice standing tall, shoulders back, and maintaining calm, steady eye contact. When you speak, don't rush. Pause. Let your words sink in. This creates an aura of authority and magnetism that draws people in without you saying much at all. Scene 4. Scarcity equals value, 3 o'clock. Here's a psychological bombshell. Humans value what's scarce. It's why the last slice of pizza or the final seat on a flight feels so desirable. When you're always available, you're easy to take for granted. But when you create space, when you focus on your own life, they'll start to realize your value. Suddenly, you're not just someone. They'll feel like they need you. Start by creating a life that excites you outside of any relationship. Pursue hobbies, passions, and friendships that make you feel fulfilled. When you're genuinely busy living your best life, your absence becomes noticeable. They'll see that you're not just waiting around for their attention, and that's when they'll start valuing your time more. Scene 5. Words are cheap. Watch actions instead, 4 o'clock. Here's a brutal truth. Words are meaningless without action. I'll always be there for you. You're the most important person in my life. Sounds nice, right? But what happens when the calls stop, the plans fall through, or the promises break? Stop listening to what they say. Watch what they do. Actions reveal who they really are. Pay attention to patterns. Are they consistent? Do they show up for you in meaningful ways? If not, stop giving them the benefit of the doubt. Your time and energy are precious, and the people who deserve it will prove their worth through actions, not empty promises. Scene 6. Boundaries speak louder than speeches, 5 o'clock. Do you know what the strongest boundaries look like? They're silent. You don't beg for respect, and you don't demand apologies. You enforce boundaries with your actions. Someone crosses a line, you step back. You reduce access to yourself. No drama, no explanations, just a quiet, unshakable message. I value myself too much to settle. For example, if someone consistently cancels plans last minute, stop making plans with them. Don't argue or plead for better treatment. Your silence and withdrawal speak volumes. By setting and enforcing boundaries, you're teaching them how to treat you, and showing them that your self-respect isn't negotiable. Scene 7. The Confidence Hack, Body Language Mastery. 6 o'clock. Your body speaks before you do. Shoulders back, chest open, chin slightly raised. Hold eye contact a second longer. Pause in your conversations. These small shifts make a massive difference. They silently scream, "I belong here." And guess what? People will believe it. Confidence isn't something you feel, it's something you show. Start practicing these subtle changes daily. Even if you're nervous inside, your body can project calmness and strength. Over time, this outward display of confidence will influence how you feel internally, creating a feedback loop that makes you truly magnetic. Scene 8. The Power of Saying No. 7 o'clock. Saying no is terrifying, isn't it? You're scared they'll leave, scared they'll think you're difficult. But here's the truth. Every time you say yes to something that disrespects your boundaries, you're saying no to yourself. The next time you're asked to bend over backward, try this. Calmly say, "No, that doesn't work for me." Watch how powerful it feels. Practice saying no without guilt. Remember, people who truly respect you won't punish you for having boundaries. Instead, they'll respect you even more. Saying no isn't rejection, it's self-preservation. Scene 9. The Shocking Truth About Change. 8 o'clock. When they start pulling away, your instinct is to panic, isn't it? You text more, try harder, hold on tighter. But here's the paradox. The harder you push, the further they'll drift. Instead, pause. Breathe. Accept the change. It's not about giving up. It's about trusting that what's meant for you will stay, and if it doesn't, something better is coming. This mindset shift is transformative. By letting go of the fear of loss, you reclaim your power. You're no longer dependent on their attention for your self-worth. This independence is incredibly attractive and will draw the right people into your life. Own your magnetism. 9 o'clock. Here's the bottom line. The most magnetic people aren't chasing anyone. They're standing tall, radiating quiet confidence, and letting their actions speak louder than words. Start today. Start small. Because the moment you master these silent actions, you won't just be noticed, you'll be unforgettable. Drop this in the comments right now. I own my magnetism. And remember, you're not just changing how others see you, you're transforming how you see yourself. Fade out with inspiring music and a call to action to subscribe.